Doug MPA back with another video. So this is going to continue my men and female dominated spaces video series. I found this article. It's called Men Abstracted from Entering Female Dominated Occupations. It's fairly recent, from February 25th of 2021. Before we get into this article, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. I really appreciate it. It shows you support me and the content over here. And let's get into it, okay? It says, job applications from men are disfavored when they apply for work in female-dominated occupations, guys. Well, what do you know? Who'd have thought that? As reaching the interview stage was most difficult for men applying for jobs as cleaners. These are the results of a study research from Linköping University and the University of California, Irvine, recently published in the scientific journal PLOS One. We see that there are obstructions to men entering certain parts of the labor market. In the application process, we don't see any discrimination against women who want to go into male-dominated occupations. See, guys, you're never going to hear this stuff in mainstream news ever. I tell you, modern day female empowerment needs to find conflict. It has to find men bad in every way, shape, or form. So you're never going to see this information get out. But we find considerable discrimination against men in female-dominated occupations, says Mark Granberg, a doctoral student in economics at Linköping University. The researchers submitted approximately 3,200 fictitious applications to employers around Sweden. For every application, the researchers noted whether the fictitious applicant received a response, and if so, what the response was. The female-dominated occupations where discrimination against men was observed include nursing, childcare, and preschool teaching. And the most disparate treatment was found in applications to house cleaning jobs. So people do not want male house cleaners, especially. They don't want nurses, people taking care of their children, or or teachers of young children. So guys, if you're thinking about going into any of those occupations, tough luck. However, in male-dominated occupations such as auto mechanics, truck drivers, IT developers, and warehouse workers, the researchers saw no discrimination against women. Discrimination in the first step of the application process against men seeking entry to female-dominated occupations is in line with previous research. However, this experimental study by Mark Granberg and his colleagues is broader and includes more occupational categories. It combines data from 3 previous correspondence tests in order to study gender discrimination in recruitment in Sweden. Correspondence testing is a common method when studying discrimination where the fictitious test participants submit written applications and do not show themselves to the employer. However, correspondence testing can only capture the presence of discrimination in the first stage of the application process. So what they do is they write a fictitious resume and send it off, or they do, one of those online profiles, and they fill it out and see if there's any correspondence by email or by phone call or anything like that. That men's applications, not women's, are eliminated in the application process is interesting. We already know that women are disadvantaged in the labor market in terms of salary and promotions. So the follow-up question is, what happens along the way? What would be interesting to look at, but it's not something our study can shed light on, says Mark Granberg. What do you think they're going to do with this information, guys? Nothing. Told you, modern female empowerment is for women and women only at the cost of men. Guys, we know this already. We know it. And here's the thing. I think that males should be, for me to say that I would prefer, if I had a child, I have no children, to be with a male preschool teacher or a male daycare provider over a female, I'd be lying to you. No way. I'd rather have a woman do it. It's just natural bias. So employers are able to be naturally biased against men, but not naturally biased against women. Where's the equality in that? Let me know what you think about this in the comments section. Like the video, subscribe, and I will catch you on the next one.